Afternoon, everyone. I'm Mindy Johnson, Athletic Director, Harris County High School. I would like to welcome everyone here this afternoon to honor 6 of our amazing student athletes. After this signing today, we would have signed 24 of our student athletes to play at the next level. Please join me in celebrating that, 24 athletes. Parents, I know you must feel an amazing sense of pride and happiness as you see your children up here on this stage. I think they are everything and more that you hoped they would be. Each individual on this stage has grown up into an upstanding young man, young women. All of the sacrifices you have made throughout all of these years have paid off tremendously. So again, my sincere congratulations. I would like to thank all of our coaches for your devotion to your profession, for motivating your athletes, and for pouring your heart and soul into them and helping to develop them in not only great athletes, but great young and women, men and women as well. Thank you for your commitment to this program and the sacrifices that you make each and every day. It is now my pleasure to introduce our signees. First, we have Joel Rogers signing with Point University Baseball Scholarship. Next, we have Kristen Davis signing a dual scholarship, flag football and soccer with Milligan University. Next, we have Kaylee McClung signing with LaGrange College, soccer scholarship. Next, we have Kennedy Miller signing with LaGrange College, soccer scholarship. Next, we have Grace Seward signing with the University of Middle Georgia, soccer scholarship. And finally, we have Clayton Encinas signing with Brown University, soccer scholarship. I would now like to welcome to the stage Coach Tony Dimitri.
Everybody on stage, congratulations. Good luck to you and everything that you do moving forward. Yes, I'm here for baseball with Joel Rogers. I want to say it's a special day not only for him, it's a special day for everybody's family out here, for the accomplishments that everybody's achieved in their season so far. With Joel was a first baseman with us. He is a 2-year starter for us. When I got here last year, he was somebody that kind of took on the position for us. He had some big accomplishments, and I'm going to get into those in just a minute. Joel's role as a first baseman is somebody that has to field bunts, they have to make bunt calls, they have to block other kids' throws to first base and make sure they don't overthrow one. Sometimes that's a hard task to do, but he did an amazing job at that in the 2 years that we've had him. With that being said, last year we finished second in the region, which was a huge accomplishment. And in Joel's endeavor, what he did was he had the walk-off base hit to win the game against McIntosh, which put us into the second seed, and we got to host the first round of the playoffs. That is something that he is never going to forget. It's always going to remind his time when he was here in high school and when he was playing high school baseball. This year, Joel's accomplishments were he hit 2 home runs. I don't know if that was something that he was thinking he could do before the season started, but he helped us win a couple games just based on the home runs that he did hit. So that was something that helped us throughout his season this year. His last at bat is also something he's always going to remember. We were in the playoffs this year in Alatoona, and he hits his last at bat. He hits a double down left field line. and gets the second brace, and I think all the kids over there trying to get him to do some type of celebration. I don't know exactly what it was, but he probably did a hand wave and moved on. But for Joel, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done with our program. Good luck to you in your future, and best of luck to everything going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Dimitri. I would now like to welcome to the stage Coach Zach Moss.
Congrats to everybody sitting up here. Also, before I start, I'd like to give a shout out to Kaylee and Kennedy because they helped us a lot with the flag this year and last year for Kennedy too. So we call Kristen C. She's a 4-year starter, or 2-year starter, but 4-year flag football player. First 2 years were probably a little rough for C because she is very athletic, very big, and probably would have been on the field for many other teams. But we were really good, and she kind of had to wait her time. But with that being said, there was a time in the Final Four where I did have to take C and throw her out there at the spur of a moment, and she made a really big stop that actually helped us get to the state championship game. So she's that type of person. Never complained, always worked hard, always is a teammate's friend, and always does the right thing for the team. So she's going to be hard to replace, that's for sure. With her time with flag football, we went 58-12. So I feel like that's a pretty big accomplishment, and I think more than 8 of them losses were in the playoffs. So that's really big. She's a 2-time All-Chat Valley player, 2-time All-Region First Team, and 2-time GFFCA All-Star. Also, she was a 1-time GACA All-Star, which I know she would have been there this year if what had happened to her wouldn't have happened. But she is a little clumsy. This year, she also led the region in interceptions with 9, and that's playing half a season. So that's pretty big. She also ended her career, I think, with over 1,300 receiving yards and over 300 tackles. So that's just in 2 years of starting. That shows you that she probably would have started anywhere else, no matter where she was the 2 years before that. Also, with her getting to play 2 sports in college, I feel like that's pretty big. Not a lot of people get to do that, even though it is at Milligan, but that's where I like sending a lot of my flag players because I know they're treated well. Thank you, Kristen, for what you given flag football, for what you given me and our program, and I know you'll be successful no matter where you go or what you do.
Kristen, I can't recall a time that an athlete has signed a dual scholarship, so congratulations. We're now going to be very entertained as we welcome to the stage Coach Mike Kinsey.
So I was thinking back to my first introduction to Kristen last year when I started coaching girls soccer here, and the assistant coach, I was asking him, kind of picking his brain about some of the athletes that we had, and he started talking to me about Kristen, and I got to tell you, man, I was super excited to hear about this keeper whose athletic abilities were just off the charts. And the first time I met her, I remember it took her like 74 minutes to walk across the parking lot into the stadium. And I was like, why is she so slow? She's so athletic. I immediately thought to myself, this isn't going to be good. Maybe he's just never really seen an athletic keeper before. I don't know. And then I remember getting to watch her play. And I tell you, every coach I've ever talked to about this girl, all have used at least one word to describe her, and that is athletic. She is one of the most tremendous athletes I've ever had the privilege to coach. And the cool thing about being a coach is, whether people understand this or realize this or not, every single one of you in this room that are athletes, every single one of you that are signing, a very small percentage of you are going to make it at the pro ranks, but 100% of you are going to make it into life. And in life, character matters. And as I got to know this young lady, I realized how phenomenal of a young lady she actually is. And so now you have this tremendous athlete who has this tremendous character. And I thought, man, this girl is amazing. She killed it for us last year. Coming into the season, I was like, let's go. She's going to be awesome. My assistant coach calls me one night, and he says, Coach, it's not good. I said, what's not good? And he said, Chris is down on the field, flag football game. The way she's acting and the way it looked, it's not good. And so the selfish immediately kicked in, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to have my keeper. I'm not going to have my keeper. And then I took a breath, and I thought to myself, forget me not having my keeper. I thought this fantastic example of a young lady is not going to have a senior season. And to anyone that's ever had a senior season, those of you that just had your senior season, you realize how much that means. And so my heart started to break for her. And then I thought about me and athletics and how I would feel if all of a sudden it was gone and things were in limbo. And so I couldn't try to get her or mom or somebody on the phone fast enough after that to talk to them to fix an athlete, either Mason or Grayson. And I was so concerned for her. And then I had the opportunity to write a recommendation for her. And I wanted to read this portion from that recommendation because to me it sums up exactly what this young lady was going forward after this. And I put in here, she is a remarkable young woman who embodies the qualities of kindness, determination, and commitment. Throughout her athletic career, she has consistently demonstrated a strong work ethic and a positive attitude, making her a role model for her peers. This past year, however, she faced an exceptional challenge that tested her resolve. An injury, which is often deemed career-ending for many athletes, has caused her to miss her entire senior season. This being particularly heartbreaking, as for a senior, it's your last opportunity at high school and a pivotal time for you to secure scholarships for those looking to play at the next level. But rather than giving in to the disappointment, she chose to take an active role in our team. She dedicated her time to assisting the coaching staff with our keepers, showing her commitment to the team and her willingness to contribute in any way possible. Her ability to pivot from being a player to a supportive mentor speaks volumes about her character and leadership qualities. The mental battle she has faced during her recovery cannot be understated. She has approached her rehab with a fierce determination, continuing to keep the attention of college coaches who recognize that potential. That not only speaks to her athletic abilities, but to her resilience and strength of spirit. Kristen, I can't think of any other way to say it. You are a phenomenal impact. I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to coach you, and I so look forward to seeing what you accomplish in the future, my dear. KP. So, we had our banquet last night, and so I got to talk about a lot of these seniors, and it's kind of emotional for me. I know they're not my kids, but they're my kids, and they'll forever be my kids. And the only regret that I have is that they have to leave. We only get them for X amount of years, and then they're gone. So KP, I like to talk a lot about this. I gave her a T-shirt last night that said, "I'm nicer than my face looks." I remember the girls on the team last year talking about, oh, KP's amazing, but she scares me. And, the sophomores talked about how their first year there, they were terrified of KP, like they didn't want to stand next to her. And I was like, oh, she can't be that bad. And then I saw her for the first time, and I was like, hey, I need you to go do this. If you want to, don't get mad at me, because I didn't know that, she might fight me on the field. And then I got to see her smile, and look at that. Look at her smiling right now, right? She is such an amazing player. But the thing that really stood out to me about KP, during an athletic career, you're going to get hurt. Sometimes even, unfortunately, have to deal with injuries. If you're going to play sports, you have to come to terms with the fact that you're going to have to play hurt. There's no athlete in any sport ever that does not have to play hurt at some point during the season. And I often tell my players, look, there's a difference between hurt and injured. If you're injured, we need to get you off the field. We need to get you better because it's not worth compromising your future. But if you're hurt, you got to suck it up. Right? Oh, I stubbed my toe. Come on, let's go. We need you. You got to play. Never once did I ever have to look at this girl and say, hey, I need you. She played hurt this entire past season and never complained. She would walk off the field like she was 74 years old with back pain for halftime and then run right back on the field the the start of the second half and get right back out there and battle. It's not everybody wants to play through pain and discomfort. She is definitely the exception to that rule. The things I will remember most about her is her tenacity, her desire to compete, her willingness to battle for her team, and the fact that she might be one of the toughest players I've ever coached. This young lady is just simply built different. And I don't mean different like other people who are blessed with functional backs, and she wasn't. But I mean different like you're going to have to remove her spine to keep her off the field. She's that level tough. If KP had ever come to me and said, Coach, I can't play, I know she's really hurt. And so as a coach, that's good to know you don't have players that are going to lay out on the team. Not on their coach, but on the team. Because they're the ones counting on them on the field. And so I also realized quickly that trying to convince her to rest wasn't going to be very successful. So what I focused more on was trying to force her to take care of herself and do the things she needed to do to help her body have the best shot of recovering. I remember I didn't have a lot of coaches in high school who pushed those things to me. It was always play, 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 let's go, practice, practice, work, work, work. I didn't have coaches say, hey, ice your knees, go take a cold bath, do one of those muscle rubs, do something to heal and recover. So I focused on that with her, and she fought me, not physically. I mean, I would have run. But she was like, and she finally did that, and I was really super proud to see her starting to take care of herself. And girl, as you take this next step, I hope you remember this. I hope you take the best care you can of your body, because you are the type of player that coach needs on the field. And your heart, hustle, passion, and toughness sets you apart from other athletes. And when it's time to battle, and the person you are battling has a boo-boo and doesn't fill up to the task that day, you're going to absolutely eat them. You're going to devour them, because that's the kind of player you are. It's going to be a long, long day as you spend the whole day absolutely on it. But I also want you to know, regardless of everything I watched you do on that field and watch you battle for your teammates, I do think you are nicer than your face looks. And I think you are a phenomenal young lady. And it's been an honor to coach you. Hey, Kennedy. All right, so Kennedy, wow. So many fond memories. Kennedy's the type of player that is hard to replace. She really is. And not just her athletic ability and what she can do on the field, her attitude and her willingness to do what she is coached to do makes her very desirable to coaches, because she's very coachable. And with that coachability, her hustle, her tenacity, makes her an absolute nightmare for opponents. I can't count the number of times somebody would steal the ball from her and be like, yeah, here I am, and then she's on their back like Spider-Man. And just, she was a constant harassment to other teams, and a leader, both by example and word on the team this year. Her willingness to give every ounce of her being for her team makes her special. During the past 2 years, I've had the honor of getting to know Kennedy. I know that she has to bathe in and possibly even eat sunscreen so she doesn't end up extra crispy. I know that she needs to eat a meal that is easy on the stomach on game day. I learned that she is caring, courageous, and kind. I learned that she is wicked smart. I learned to keep an eye on her so she doesn't run herself into oblivion trying to support her teammates during the game. I learned how the turf monster operates firsthand. I learned exactly how special she was to this program in our time together. I remember Kennedy telling me, this will forever stick in my mind with you, sweetheart. I remember her coming up to me once, we were having a conversation, and she said she didn't know if she could be a leader. And I said to her then, and I think it mean it even more today, you don't know how not to be a leader. You just need to let your confidence catch up to your actions. And you are smart. And so, Kennedy, keep leading, and that for everything you gave to this program, along with our other seniors, I want to say thank you. coach soccer. Grace is arguably the most versatile soccer player I've ever coached. The girl can literally play anywhere on the field. Her ability not to just play the spot, but to play it well and understand it's a testament also to her soccer IQ. And because of that, the biggest challenge I think for Grace was that I needed her to play somewhere other than the place she really normally likes to play. And I know it's not where she was the most comfortable playing, but I asked her to do it because of two things. First, as I said, she definitely had the skill and the soccer IQ and ability to be able to do it. Second, it was evident to me that Grace was not a person who only cared about herself, and I knew she would give her all for the good of the team. To this day, I still don't know if she is happy with what I asked her to do, but I gotta tell you, and I got tape to prove it, that girl always went out there and gave her best in that position. And it's hard to argue with the results of having moved her there because of how massive she was for us at that position. From hitting the game winner for us against Northside to over the 2 years we were there, possibly leading the team in assists, I believe, over that 2 year period of time. And watching you and KB play on that side of the field was really fun. It was just like a beautiful dance of soccer to watch you two work. And it's hard for me to think that I made a mistake, even if you were angry at me for doing it. You did a fantastic job for your team, and I knew you would because that is the kind of person that you are. You are the type of talent who can take over a game. It's crunch time, and she was just as cool, calm, and collected as could be. I don't know if it was dug on a pond, and she just looked at it under the water, those feet were just kicking, but you never would have known. And she would just lock in, and she was immeasurably proud of the fact that knowing that wasn't your preference, instead of pouting and putting your butt on your shoulders and costing your team, you went out there and you gave 100% for those other girls. And I'm so proud of you for being a difference maker. I'm proud of the fierce competitor that you were. It's fun to watch you play because, girl, you love to play the game. And I heard you say it this time at least twice. Remember, this is supposed to be fun. And you went out and played that way. Your sense of humor at practice, in the games, your ability to lock in and focus obviously came in handy several times for us, the senior. And it's like you just knew how to connect in the moment. You knew what was needed. When somebody needed a laugh, you knew it. When somebody needed to, that encouragement, you knew it. When you needed to go out there and take over the game, you knew it. And it's the reason you got our Captain's Award, because that's who you were to this team. And I'm telling you right now, I have been racking my brain for the last 3 months of soccer with some fantastic young ladies over there that are coming back to Battle Force next year trying to figure out how I'm going to replace you four ladies. And the reality of it is, I can't replace you. You're you. And you're all amazing. And the thing I want to leave you with the most is what we do next year, the year after that, what this program is, y'all built it. You are the foundational building blocks of that. I'm super excited to come watch you play. I hope I get to watch y'all play as well, and it's going to be like a proud papa. I'm going to be over there with all my gear on and my fan, just going crazy for you ladies, because I absolutely am so proud of you, more so than I can ever say, and not just because of soccer, because of the fact that you are who you are. And I'm so thankful to have got the opportunity to coach you ladies. I love you.
I would now like to welcome to the stage Coach Jeff Renner.
He was a surprise to me his freshman year. I'm aware of a lot of the 8th graders coming up and we're going to have tryouts. for our team, and he has the skill to play anywhere on the field. He plays defense for us most of the time. He moves up the field when we need a goal. But honestly, he could play any position on the field. He has what I call an incredible calmness on the ball. You see players as they develop get to a point where they can have a ball and be surrounded by people, but still not panic, and be able to turn this way, turn that way, and lose those people with incredible ease. If you watch him, if you ever get a chance to watch him on the field, there's no panic ever. He's in total control all the time. I would venture to say he's the best center back in the state. He plays in the middle for us. I haven't seen a player on another team that we've played that plays as well as he does. And beyond that, I would venture to say, and I've never said this about anyone, I believe he's the best player I've ever coached. And that being said, from this day forward, Brian College has a better soccer team because of Clayton Cities. So congratulations.
Thank you, Coach Renner. That's okay, Kristen. It's now time for you to sign your scholarship. So please pick up your pen, and I would like to say this before you do. I want you to realize, we say this at every signing, that you are now in the 7% club. Only 7% of high school students earn college athletic scholarships each year. My advice to you is to make the most of these next 4 years. Be selfish, better yourself, think of your future, have a great time. They will be some of the best years of your life. You may now sign your scholarship. After that, we are going to take pictures with teams. We'll start with the baseball team, flag football, and then soccer teams. But please come up, take any pictures you would like. If we could, let's get coaches to come up and stand behind your players. Coaches, just keep signing. Coach Garrett? Any coaches in the building, come up, please. Okay, let's get the baseball team up here behind Joel. And everybody else just hop up and step to the side, please.
They committed to the game.
football team. Flag football. Soccer. Ladies. Ladies soccer. Boys soccer. If anyone would like to come up and take some additional pictures, you're free to do so.